How much of me is in Mathias? Well, I look like him. That's a good start. I mean, there's a lot of who you are in every character you play. I think, you know, you know, when I've worked, I've always had to love the character that I'm playing, even though if I'm playing a real menace. You know, you have to find the heart of who they are, and I'm a person anyway that's not very secretive, and I tend to wear my heart on my sleeve. So I think there's a lot of my, you know, if you see me being quite emotional in scenes, it's normally because me as Richard Harrington find the whole story moving. So I'll inject facets of that into it. But I don't know what the magic formula is really. I mean, you're always you. You never lose sight of who you are, otherwise you go bloody mad, don't you? So I think, you know, there are many elements of who I am in the character, but, you know, nothing. I haven't got a story. I don't have a tragedy or successes. So my job really as Richard Harrington is to tame the character as much as I can in order to play as much truth.
Mathias.
Diaries.
Unrhyw gwestiynau?
I'm not one of these method actors, or methadone actors, I'd like to be called. I think, particularly for this job, all I did was kind of read as much as I could of the script initially. And then, by reading the script enough times, it throws up a lot of questions, really. Because if you feel there are too many gaps in his story, it's not really important that we show it in the first episode, but it's vitally important that I know what it is. So that throws up many spanners in the works and meetings, and then you get involved in changing his history and how he is, how he moves, how he walks, why he does the things he does, how he reacts. And I think once you get a blueprint of a character, you have to stick to that blueprint then, irrespective of what's going to happen in the story. Because you're not making a soap where you can suddenly be, you know, Grant Mitchell in the bar and he's a thug one day and the next minute he's, you know, saving a cat's life or working for the Salvation Army.
No comment.
I mean, my parents always said that I was a bit of an actor anyway, and coming from Merthyr Tydfil, you have to be loud and you have to tell a better story than the next man. So that wasn't always an opportunity for me to show off. I did something when I was 12 years old from school. There was a series called District Nurse with Nerys Hughes, and the BBC came to school looking for kids, and I ended up getting one episode and spending time with actors like Freddie Jones, who I'd known from David Lynch movies that I'd been watching on the sly anyway, and I knew he was a great Welsh actor, and I met him and could tell that he drinks a lot. And I remember being at the end of the read-through where second assistant director turned to him and said, "Okay, Freddie, that's the read-through over. If you'd like to go and retire to the bar for a drink." And he grabbed his hand and said, "My boy, do you write poetry?" I remember thinking, God, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. So I kind of kept it up really as I went along in school, and then got expelled when I was doing my A-levels for reasons I can't tell you about. Anyway, I ended up getting a job as an actor, but because just the right place at the right time, and somebody remembered me as a kid and thought, you know, there was a job for a 17-year-old boy to go and work in Amsterdam for the BBC in a film about a gay rent boy, and they instantly thought of me. So that's pretty much how I started.